What happens when love, fame, and loyalty collide in the spotlight? Can trust survive when millions are watching every move? And what if the person you thought would stand beside you forever is the very one tearing your world apart? This is not just another celebrity romance story. This is a tale of red flags, secrets, and a viral video that shook the internet. At the center of it all is Travis Hunter, the rising football star, and his wife Lyanna Lynn, the woman once celebrated as his perfect match. Their relationship looked flawless on the outside, filled with smiles, public displays of love, and picture-perfect posts. But behind the cameras, something darker was unfolding.
By the Jacksonville Jaguars following the former University of Colorado Buffalo's Heisman Trophy win. News of his impending nuptials would soon follow his selection. In a widely shared viral video, Lynn cuts a black ribbon to unveil a new car while the guests are all dressed in.
From subtle signs that fans picked apart to shocking rumors of betrayal and even whispers of a pregnancy scandal, this story has every element of a real-life drama. With no prenup, millions of dollars at stake, and trust hanging by a thread, the world could only watch as silence and suspicion replace love and loyalty. Tonight, we uncover the red flags everyone ignored, the viral clip that changed everything, and what many are calling the ultimate betrayal. The red flags everyone ignored. When people fall in love, they often say love is blind. And in the case of Travis Hunter and his wife Lyanna Lynn, that might be true. From the very beginning, there were warning signs that many people noticed, but Travis either ignored or simply chose to overlook. Now, looking back, fans are replaying those old moments and realizing the clues were always there. One of the biggest red flags came during an interview in 2022, before the wedding and before Travis's big NFL contract. In that interview, Lyanna openly admitted that Travis was not her type when they first met. She explained that he was younger than her and that he had been unfaithful in a past relationship. At the time, her words seemed like harmless honesty. Most people laughed it off as an awkward comment. But now people are asking themselves, was that really a clue about how she truly felt?
Now being asked by everyone, did Travis really have no idea who Lyanna was? Or has she been a gold digger all her life, marrying him with only his bank account in mind? Let's begin. Fans were quick to respond when the first rumors about Lyanna began to circulate, claiming that people were merely seeking drama and jealousy. In actuality, though, none of this was sudden. For years, the signs have been in plain sight of us. Lyanna and Travis did a sit-down interview back in 2022 that hardly made the news at the time, long before the wedding, the Jaguar contract, and all the messy headlines. However, viewing it now...
If someone tells you from the very beginning that you are not their type, what does that really mean for the future of the relationship? Many fans believe that was not just casual honesty, but a warning that her heart was never fully in it. Some think it showed she might have been more interested in the lifestyle than in Travis himself. The red flags did not stop there. In that same story, Lyanna revealed how she ignored his messages for months before finally replying. She admitted she only wanted to be friends at first, not a partner. Yet, as time went on and Travis's career started to grow, her feelings seemed to shift. Was this a sign that her interest grew only when his success did? Another sign that many fans cannot forget is the way Lyanna often talked about her love for partying and drinking. She even shared a story about how Travis used to drive her to parties, drop her off, and wait outside in the car while she spent hours inside. Travis does not drink, does not party, and lives a private lifestyle. Lyanna, on the other hand, described herself as someone who had tequila in her veins. She told the story with a laugh, but fans saw it differently. They thought it showed just how separate their worlds really were. Why would someone want to spend their life with a person who lives such a different lifestyle? Support is one thing, but waiting outside in the car while your partner parties inside tells a bigger story about priorities. Many viewers believe that moment showed the imbalance in their relationship. Travis was loyal, patient, and supportive, while Lyanna seemed focused on a completely different world. Fans also point out that even during moments when Travis showed his love publicly, Lyanna's reactions often felt cold. The most famous example was their wedding day, where her body language made people question if she was fully invested. While Travis leaned in with love and energy, she seemed to pull away slightly. That moment has now been replayed thousands of times online as proof that the red flags were always waving. Were these small signs really clues of a bigger problem? Or are people only noticing them now because of the recent drama? One thing is certain, love may be blind, but the internet is not. Fans are connecting the dots, and they believe the warning signs were always in plain sight. But if that wasn't shocking enough, wait till you see how her wedding day behavior had fans convinced something was off from the start. The wedding that didn't feel like love. Weddings are supposed to be magical, They are the day when two people stand before family and friends to promise love, unity, and forever. But when Travis Hunter and Lyanna Lynn tied the knot, many viewers could not help but feel that something was off. Instead of a celebration of true romance, their wedding seemed more like a business deal, and fans quickly picked up on the signs. The first red flag came during the dance floor moment that should have been filled with love. Travis leaned in to kiss his new wife, but instead of welcoming it, Lyanna slightly leaned back. It was quick and subtle, almost too small to notice at first, but fans paused the clip, zoomed in, and replayed it again and again. To them, it looked like she dodged him, and when people saw it, the comment sections exploded. Was it just bad timing, or did it reveal how distant she really felt? If your wedding day is supposed to be the happiest day of your life, why would anyone pull back from a kiss in front of everyone? That small moment became one of the most debated parts of the ceremony, and many believe it set the tone for everything that came after. Then came the big gift reveal. Travis went all out and surprised Lyanna with a brand new Mercedes G-Wagon worth nearly $500,000. It was the kind of gift most people would dream of, and you would expect a reaction filled with tears, screams, and hugs. Instead, Lyanna smiled lightly, nodded, and stayed calm. There were no happy tears, no jumping with excitement, just a reaction that seemed almost bored. Fans immediately called it ungrateful, saying her lack of energy showed she did not care about the gesture at all. And here is where the story gets even stranger. Instead of choosing to marry in Georgia, where Travis grew up, or in Florida, where he plays football, the couple went to Tennessee. On the surface, Lyanna said it was because of the beauty of the venue, but fans quickly connected the dots. Tennessee is one of the few states where a spouse can become eligible for alimony immediately, without even needing a minimum marriage length. In other words, if the marriage ended after just a few months, she could still walk away with financial support. Was this a simple choice about a pretty venue, or was it a careful plan from the start? How many people would think about alimony rules when planning a wedding? Most would say almost none. That is why so many fans believe this was not just about love, but about strategy. From the dodged kiss, to the cold gift reaction, to the choice of location, Travis and Lyanna's wedding raised more questions than answers. For fans watching online, it did not feel like love at all. Instead, it felt like the beginning of a story where romance took a back seat to money and lifestyle. So what do you think? Was this wedding ever truly about love, or was it just the start of something far more complicated? And the Tennessee move wasn't just a coincidence. It might have been part of a much bigger plan. No prenup, big risk. When most professional athletes sign huge contracts, the first thing their advisors tell them is simple: protect your money. That usually means one thing: sign a prenup before getting married. But Travis Hunter did the opposite. Even with a $46 million rookie contract, he walked into marriage without one. And now, people everywhere are asking if that was his biggest mistake yet. A prenup, short for prenuptial agreement, is like a safety net. It sets the rules before marriage about what happens if things ever fall apart. For athletes and celebrities, it is almost always recommended because their careers can change so quickly. But Travis, despite warnings from lawyers, NFL veterans, and even influencers, chose not to sign one. Some even offered to help him draft one for free, but he still said no. Why would someone in his position take that risk? Fans think it shows how much he trusted Lyanna and how deeply he believed in their relationship. To Travis, skipping the prenup may have been a sign of love, but to everyone else watching, it looked like he left himself wide open for disaster. Here is where it gets even more complicated. Remember how Travis and Lyanna decided to get married in Tennessee? That choice might have been more than just about the venue's beauty. Tennessee has one of the most alimony-friendly systems in the country. Unlike many other states, there is no minimum marriage length required before a spouse becomes eligible for financial support. That means, even if a marriage ends after only a few months, the spouse can still ask for alimony.
Lyanna started swirling. Some fans were quick to shut it down, saying people were just jealous and looking for drama. But let's keep it real. None of this came out of thin air. The warning sign's been right in front of us this whole time, just waiting to be noticed. Back in 2022, way before the wedding, the big Jaguars contract.
So now imagine this. Travis is sitting on millions from his contract, with no prenup, and living in a state where a spouse can easily claim support after divorce. To many fans, it feels like he walked into the perfect trap. And when rumors started that Lyanna might be preparing for divorce only months after their wedding, the lack of a prenup became the biggest talking point of all. How could someone so young, talented, and successful ignore the advice of so many people who had been in his shoes before? That is the question everyone is asking. Some believe it was his age and his desire to prove his love. Others think it was simply inexperience. Whatever the reason, it now puts him in one of the riskiest positions an athlete could face. And fans are not the only ones talking. Former NFL players and even comedians have weighed in, saying this should be a lesson for every young athlete. The message is clear. Talent and money will not protect you if you do not protect yourself. Without that piece of paper, Travis has no legal shield if things go south. Do you think skipping the prenup was a sign of true love, or was it a dangerous mistake that could haunt him forever? At the end of the day, a prenup does not mean someone loves you less. It means they are protecting their future. Travis may have thought he was choosing love over legal paperwork, but fans are beginning to wonder if that decision will cost him everything. And just when people thought it couldn't get worse, that leaked video dropped. The viral video that changed everything. Every story has a turning point, and for Travis Hunter and Lyanna Lynn, it came in the form of one short clip. The video that hit the internet changed everything. Up until then, fans had been pointing out red flags and warning signs, but nothing was as powerful as what they saw in that viral moment. The clip showed Lyanna getting a little too comfortable with one of Travis's own teammates. It was not just a friendly chat. The body language, the smiles, the closeness, everything about it made fans stop and rewind. Was this just innocent fun, or was it something more? Once the video spread across social media, people immediately began whispering about betrayal, and the rumors did not stop there. Insiders began claiming that Lyanna might even be expecting, and not with Travis's child. The whispers said the baby could belong to the very same teammate she was seen with in the video. That shocking possibility turned the situation from messy drama into what many are calling the ultimate betrayal. How would you feel if you saw a video like that of your partner? For Travis, who has always been quick to defend Lyanna against online hate, this moment must have been heartbreaking. What made it even stranger was his reaction. Normally, Travis is loud, fast, and ready to clap back when people attack his wife. But after this clip went viral, he went completely silent. No posts, no interviews, no quick jokes, nothing. Fans noticed right away. They wondered if he was blindsided, if he was quietly planning his next move, or if this was the first time he was finally questioning the truth of his marriage. His silence spoke louder than words. Meanwhile, Lyanna's reaction was the complete opposite. Instead of staying quiet, she appeared online in a teary-eyed video, looking straight into the camera with no caption, no explanation, just emotional stares. Many fans called it damage control. They believed she was trying to win sympathy and shift the focus away from the viral clip. Others thought it was her way of silently admitting guilt. The internet quickly turned into a war zone. Some defended Lyanna, saying people were overreacting to a short clip. Others argued the video was proof of something deeper, something Travis could no longer ignore. Social media detectives went to work, digging into timelines, old posts, and connections between players. They wanted answers, and they were not letting go until they found them. One thing was clear. This video had done more damage than any past red flag. It was no longer about subtle body language or awkward interviews. This was evidence fans could see with their own eyes. It changed the way people looked at the entire relationship. So now, the question is this. Was that clip just harmless fun, blown out of proportion? Or was it the moment that revealed the truth about Lyanna's loyalty? Whatever the answer, one short video managed to shake Travis's world and turn a love story into a headline that everyone is still talking about. But when even NFL legends and celebs started warning him, you knew this storm was bigger than gossip. The ultimate betrayal? Some stories are hard to believe, but this one feels like something straight out of a movie. For Travis Hunter, what started as a fairy tale romance quickly turned into what fans are calling the ultimate betrayal. After months of rumors, red flags, and a viral video, the whispers grew louder. Was Lyanna carrying someone else's baby? That single question was enough to break the internet. If true, it would not just mean a broken relationship, it would mean humiliation on the biggest stage. Travis, a young star with millions of eyes on him, might have been deceived in the worst way possible. The possibility came to light after fans connected dots from the viral clip. The video showed Lyanna getting close to one of Travis's teammates. Soon after, rumors spread that she might be pregnant, but the timeline did not add up for Travis to be the father. Suddenly, what had been dismissed as gossip started to look more like a nightmare. Can you imagine what it feels like to not only question your marriage, but also wonder if your teammate could be raising a child with your wife? For Travis, that would be more than just betrayal. It would be an attack on trust, loyalty, and even his career. What made things worse was Lyanna's silence. She never gave a clear answer. never confirmed or denied the rumors directly. Instead, she posted vague messages, cryptic videos, and emotional looks into the camera. To her defenders, it was a sign of pain. To her critics, it was a strategy to avoid telling the truth. Meanwhile, Travis's quietness grew louder every day. He had been so public about his love before, always rushing to defend Lyanna. But now, he said nothing. No jokes, no smiles, no quick tweets. Fans saw this as a sign that he finally realized the depth of the situation. And then came the discussions about money. Remember, Travis never signed a prenup. That means if the marriage ends, Lyanna could walk away with millions. Add the pregnancy rumors into the mix, and it starts to look like a story many fans believe was planned from the very beginning. Former athletes, relationship experts, and even comedians started weighing in. Some said this should be a lesson for all young stars. Protect your future, because not everyone who says, "I love you," has pure intentions. Others warned that the public might be rushing to judgment too quickly, since no proof has been released. But the damage is already done. The trust is shattered, the fans are divided, and Travis Hunter's name is linked to one of the most shocking scandals in sports. Whether the rumors are true or not, the betrayal feels real because the silence speaks volumes. So the final question is this: was Lyanna truly guilty of the ultimate betrayal, or was Travis simply too trusting in a world where loyalty is rare? Either way, this story reminds us of one thing. Sometimes the biggest heartbreak comes not from strangers, but from the people we let closest to our hearts.